today I would like to give you a quick 15-minute workout before going to work. Something that you can do quickly that doesn't need like an hour. It's quite effective. It's more focused on the abs, but will still have a little bit of a stretch in the beginning and at the end. So let's start. You can start by just anchoring the feet, taking a deep breathing, always taking the time to arrive. Even though we want to have a quick workout, we want the body to be ready but soft, not in a full contraction. Otherwise the muscles will go in a freeze mode. So start to just ground your feet, allow your shoulders to drop, allow the breathing to soften. And then just take a tiny moment to close your eyes and to find just the ground with your feet. And then from there, start to slowly round the head, around the spine. Maybe bending a little bit your knees, allowing the body to roll down and to release. Dropping fully the head, allowing the spine, the neck to soften for a second. Take a deep breathing, and then from there start to slowly come up, one vertebra at a time, coming back up. Good. From there, let's go again for another round of letting go, allowing the feet to be grounded, to roll down. And once you arrive here, make sure you take a deep release breathing and slowly go on your knees first to come in an all-four position. Spreading the hands and the fingers of your hands. If you feel your knees and your hips, they need a bit more opening, just feel free to open your knees apart more. And if you feel that your knees need another support, just make a double mat or put something else like a pillow or an extra under your knees to make the ground softer. Now try to sink inside the shoulder blades for a second and then push the ground down to be able to lift yourself back up. But without the squeeze and the distance on the shoulders, I still want to allow enough space on my shoulders. And then I drop and I lift. From there, I slowly shift the weight of the body backward. If you feel it's too much for your knees, feel free to put a pillow or a ball between your butt and your heels to support. And then pull the ground towards you with your hands around the spine and shift the weight of the body to the front. If it's too much on the wrist, make sure either you don't stay too long on the exercise, either you don't shift the weight that much forward. And then keep going, allowing the spine to slowly release. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do one or two more here. Using the hand connection to pull the ground in the way to come to the front. Using the hands the connection to push the ground away on the way to go backward. Nice. And then I promised an ab workout, a quick ab workout, so let's try to slowly come to the front of the mat a little bit, and from there sit on your mat, holding the front of your knees. Let's do an elegant roll down, trying from there to see if you can roll your spine down, bring your arms on the mat, and to start, just soften the hips. If it helps you, just shake the knees side to side. Try to see that the back is not holding extreme pressure. It's not an overpress and a tilt on the pelvis. I also don't extremely overarch. Try to allow the spine to be in its position without having to hold from there. And from there, your feet are your connector. Now I will ask you to really have the feet in a parallel and to use the full grounding on your feet like you did in the very beginning when you rolled down. Making a big circle with your arms, clasp the fingers of your hands together, like really this way, and place the come here behind your neck, and the hands are supporting the full skull. So I really let my head fully rest in my hands. That's important to be able to not to use your neck to do your exercise. Now ground your feet and see if you can have the feeling of carrying your head with your hands. It's like the spine comes from the back to the front, doesn't matter how far you go. Maybe some of you will come only here, maybe some of you will come higher. Try not to avoid the elbows crushing and pressing the chest together to be able to lift yourself up. And then go down. Imagine an elastic band. Your spine is an elastic band that you pull from the back to the front. Try to see that your feet are still connected. Meaning that when you lift yourself up, you push the ground forward without having to tilt extremely on the pelvis. Your eyes are looking forward instead of up to the ceiling when you're here up there. Otherwise, you have to know that your eyes are directing your neck flexors, and then looking up will contract a little bit too much your neck. You can try it out and check which position feels better. Keep breathing, breathing, breathe out, lift. If it's shaking, good. If you feel it on your lower back, you're using the back to be able to push yourself up, really allow the back to soften, allow the back to take a rest, and then lift. Good. We're going to add on now. The standing feet is your right one. The right feet is your grounding. You push the ground forward with your right feet while the left knee comes towards your chest and you pull. Imagine a package. You're closing that package, but not from the elbows, from your elastic band. Now you go down and you release the feet. Let's go a few times on the same side. Lifting up, pull the left knee to the chest while the right feet pushes the ground forward. Remember to keep every single toe of your feet that is grounded there on the floor, so it will avoid your knee to go too much in a rotation. Breathe in, breathe out, and don't forget your elastic band. Nice, let's add on still on the same side with the rotation. Coming up, left knee comes up, rotate. Notice when we rotate, the elbows are still wide. Push. Go down, center even higher, and come up. So we're adding on every time a little bit. We lift in the center. Here, stay, rotate. Now, instead of going down too quick, come back to the center, slightly higher, and then go down. And it's the slightly higher that is the killer of the exercise. We do two more here. Grab the right feet, pull the left knee to the chest, rotate towards your left side. Come back to the center, slightly higher, and then allow the feet to go down. One more, coming up. Once we have the exercise, we can speed it up just a bit without changing anything. Speeding up doesn't mean I take the exercise away. And then go down. Now make sure you ground your left feet, bring your right leg in a tabletop, 90 degrees. Okay. Now it will be your right leg that will come up and down. Now coming up, pull the right knee to the chest in the same time. Remember, in your elastic band, you lower and you go down. Again, pulling up, lift and pull the right knee to the chest. If you already did the right, make sure you do the left. It doesn't matter. Once you get tired, make sure your head is still supported, that the exercise is not done by only the neck moving, otherwise you might hurt your neck. And actually, the abs are not really active. Keep going. I don't really have to squeeze my belly in to be able to feel the exercise. See that if you connect your grounding and your right points enough, the feet on the ground, the pulling from the spine, from the back to the front, the spine gets active by itself. You don't really have to squeeze the belly in and tuck everything in. And now we add the rotation. Coming up, this time rotate with the opposite elbow towards your bent knee on the other side.
Coming back in the center, remember your killing part, the slightly higher one, without having to lift the head away from your hands. And then keep going, coming up. Rotation, center, higher, and then, I don't know for you, but I'm burning. And then coming up. Rotation, center, higher, and then we do 2 more. Remember when you get tired not to let the neck do the whole work, not to let somewhere in your body take the compensation, because the abs are tired, they don't want to work anymore, somewhere else would like to compensate. Try to be aware and check, where is that part? What is it doing? And then go down. Very nice. Take a very tiny break. We're going to add one last series because I also promised it will be a quick workout. Make sure you spread the fingers of your hands behind and you really support the whole skull again. Bring both legs in a 90 degree. If you have tendency to have tight hip flexors, make sure you don't pull your knees too close to you, but a little bit away, and don't be afraid if your back is slightly lifting away from the ground. I just noticed that I have all my microphone stuff coming out, but that's okay. Okay, now we're coming up. Stretch the right leg in front of you in the same time and flex that right feet. Here, make sure you're pushing higher up. You're bending both knees. Come even higher and then go down. Alright, my camera does not know what it's doing. It's now following me again. Yes, this new technology is slightly killing me. Now try again to come up. Stretch the right leg in front, flex your feet. Perfect. Bending both knees in, come slightly higher and then go down. Again, coming up, right leg pushes. Imagine you're pushing the imaginary wall in front of you. Flex your feet. Bend both knees in, come even higher and then go down. Very nice, let's try the other side. Coming up, left leg pushes away, flex. Try here not to go down more. Bend both knees, come higher, and only then go down. Alright, and then let's try again. If the camera can finally follow me. Now I'm coming up, left leg stretches, flex, bend both knees, come even higher, and then go down. And we try that one last time, coming up, stretch, flex, slightly higher in the center, and then go down and release. Stretch your arms, stretch, spread your legs like a star position. Breathe in, breathe out deeply. Allow the back to soften, allow the spine to release. Nice, and then slowly from there bring your arms up. Now your abs are ready. Remember you're in an elastic band that you're pulling from the back to the front. Start to slowly roll your spine up. Nice. Alright, now coming in a all-four position one more time. See if you can from there arrive in an all-four while I position my microphone back. Good, we'll finish the way we started, and we start to spread the knees apart again. Push yourselves backward and balance back to the front. Check how it feels now. Is it a bit different? Is it the same? Maybe you still feel your abs, but otherwise, how is the rest of your body doing? And you breathe in, breathe out. If you have tendency to overstretch your elbows, make sure the elbows are a little bit bent. And then breathe. Then slowly tuck your toes on the mat. Push with your hands and push yourself in a down dog position, bending your knees, pushing the tailbone back using the connection of your hands. And from there, walk with your hands back until you arrive in a flat feet. Very good. Hang your spine, hang the head. And from there, roll your spine back up, one vertebra at a time, arriving back in a standing position. Make a big circle with your arms. Open the heart, open the chest. And breathe in, breathe out. And let's do that one more time. Open up. And close. And the last time. Deeply breathe. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave me some comments and see you soon. Bye.